Good morning. This is Deborah Barney at Swanee River Regional Library, and I want to thank you for joining us. I think last month I reminded you, or I told you, that we were going to do something special today, and we are going to make these mats. I'm going to show you from the very beginning of cutting bags all the way to putting the handles on. And these mats are used for the homeless. All of our police cars have them in them in case they find somebody that needs a mat. And they also go to disaster areas. This project is a lot more fun if there's a whole team. One person can do it, but if there's a team, it's a lot more fun. So join me today as we make these mats.
First of all, you need to line up the bottoms of your bag after straightening them out, because you have to cut off those bottoms. And so we're going to fold it. It's really nice to have a paper cutter because you can measure them 3 inches, and that's very, very important. So this is the second way. If you don't have a paper cutter, you cut off the very bottom and cut up as high as you can on that handle. And then you want to fold it in half, and you cut it along the edge, and then you'll fold it one more time, and those strips should be 3 inches, and that's a really important thing to remember. They need to be 3 inches. And so I'm going to fold this one and continue cutting it. So now, and when you unfold it, it should be a circle. If it isn't, then you cut it the wrong direction. But they're always a circle. Now and then you don't get the very bottom, and you can just work on it till it opens up. And you're going to open up. Now I put a whole bunch up my arm, and then I can do it a lot faster, just like this, because this is very time consuming, and we love our people that do this for us, because that means we can concentrate on just crocheting. So now what you do is you put your 2 fingers through the end, and you want to pull the one through itself so that they are looped over each other, and you just keep on going till you have a ball. Now if you live close to Dowling Park, that library has a group that gets together and makes the Plarn, and then it goes to a crocheter. So you just keep on going. It takes 700 bags for one. Now a lot of people use Plarn like this, that is several colors, and it's pretty. I just guess I'm OCD and I just like solid colors, but many use the ones that are multicolored like this one. So then when you get it all done together, you want to get pretty long because it takes a lot. I think it's 17 of those circles to make one row. Now if you don't get it right on the end, it happens to be all lopsided, and then when we crochet, we have to take it apart and correct it before we can do it, because we can't use it that way. So make sure you get your fingers on the very end, and when you pull the next loop through, or it'll be cockeyed like this one. So I correct them, and then I can go ahead and use it. Another really, really important thing to do is make sure that you roll it really, really loose. This one is one I saved to show you that they did it really, really tight. It's cut too narrow, and then it's done really, really tight, and it would make the mat too thin to stop the cold. So now we're going to take a huge needle, and it's like a Q or something at Walmart, and if you crochet, this is really easy. you're just going to do a chain of 36 chains, and you want to do it loose so that you can get your needle in there, and each of those loops will only do 2 stitches. So you're going to go ahead and chain 36, which means you will be doing 35 single crochet throughout the whole thing. So I'm going to put all these 36 on here. And if you crochet, it's just single crochet throughout the whole thing, so there's not much instruction. Like I said, I change out my colors so they're solid squares, but many do it multicolored, which is also very beautiful. And so we get our 36 chain, and we will make the mat single crocheted up to 6 feet. 6 feet long. And then you can leave it like that and hand it in without ties and without handles. That's fine. They can be put on by somebody else. Now you do not want to use a needle, a crochet hook that is too small. If you use a crochet hook that's too small, then the mat is very heavy for people to carry around. And I have seen some of those, and they're really, really tight, and they're really, really heavy. So now we have 36 stitches, 36 chain. And it's so nice. It's great when you have people that will cut the Plarn, cut the bags, put it together, and it just makes it so much faster for us that crochet it. And we appreciate every little bit everybody does. I have women that cut my bags for me and put it together, and I can't thank them enough for their help in making these mats. So if you have any questions, just give the library a call, and I can give you a name of somebody in town that can come to your location and teach a group how to make these mats.
So as you can see, I am OCD, so mine has a rhythm. And you can see right here that I did a single crochet around the whole outside with 3 in the corner. And now you just want to fold it. I'm going to fold it. And I want the red, white, and blue on the outside. So I will be, and I'm not going to do it tight because I want this to be cushiony. So I'm just going to roll it. Usually if I'm at home, I stick it between my knees so it can't get away from me while I do the ties, because that's the first thing I want to do. So I've rolled it up, and now I went ahead and chained 25, and I'm going to put it on this outside one, and I do it through several because I just like that security. And I'm going to pull this through. And I'm going to crochet 25 more chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Now, so I'm just going to cut it since it's so close to that knot there, and it doesn't give me enough to do it through the loops because I don't want to leave an end like that. So then I'm going to just pull it in and make it disappear. Pull in my end. I can cut off some of it. Okay, so now I have my first tie done, and I'm going to put two, so I put that sort of over to the edge, and I can go ahead and do this around and tie it. And you know this all stretches, so you don't need it too big. Now I'm going to do another one for right here. So I need another 25, then pull it through, and then another 25, and then we'll put the handle on. So this is really easy. And what I do is I chain one, and then I put this ending of this one, I work it in as I go I just put it in and out so I don't have to do it later, except for I only have one strand here. There's one. Two. I just keep on weaving it in and out. 3, so it disappears. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, and there's 25. So then I'm going to go right through here again. That looks like a good place. I'm going to pull it on through, and then I'm going to put 25 more. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sometimes those knots make it a little hard, but okay, now that's a good distance, so I should be able, I'll just cut it just because it'd be easier than trying to get that through there. So I got that off of there. I'm going to pull this on through and knot it. And that way they can have it all rolled up for the next time they need it. And it makes a nice little roll. Now I will pick, I want this to show, I want my red, white, and blue to show, so I will pick 3 from this right here so I can put my handle on. And the handles are, I do 3 single crochet all the way down, and I just pick a hole and go through several rows there, and I will pull it on through. Now it's easier if this is knotted because I want it to be a loop still. Makes it easier to grab it and pull it through. If it's going to come through. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to go in that same place, and I'm going to go ahead and single crochet. So there's 1, and then I'm going to go down here into the next hole. A couple of holes here. And I'm going to do another single crochet. And then I'm going to do one here. If I do it where I changed colors, it's easier to match it on the other side. So now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm just going to do those 3 single crochets till it's long enough to go over the shoulder. Remember, this too will, and it's usually about 22 rows, because this will also stretch as they use it. So that's 2. And I just measured. I just counted them last night to give you an idea of how many rows it takes. And like I said, if you do the mat and don't want to do the ties or the handle, you can go ahead and deliver them. You can contact me to find out where to take them, and they will put the handles on for you and the ties. They're really not that difficult. And it goes fast because it's a big needle and it's a big Plarn. So see, it's already where you don't even have to move the mat anymore. You can just work it. And they will be done soon. And we'll have another mat to give out. I have probably done at least 100 of them. I do it in the evening when I'm watching TV, just so I get my hands busy. And we really don't have that many stored because of so many disasters this year. We take them and give them out wherever they're needed. So we can never have too many. I think we're about halfway. Now, wouldn't this be fun as a group? Even some of our high schoolers do it for community time. I have signed off on some of the kids that cut it and make the Plarn, and it counts for some of the scholarships they get. It's community service, so that's an idea for your high schoolers. We've had several do that. The lady on 51, she is willing to come to your facility and to give a class. That's how I learned to do it, when she came here to the library and did it. And she goes to schools, she goes to churches, she goes to anybody that asks, and she's willing to go and teach the group how to make these mats. So it's a good idea. Okay, so I will measure this. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. And I think I have 9 of them done at my house. That will be waiting for the next time we need them. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And you have to, I think last night's I made 22 rows, because you have to make sure that you end on the right side for connecting it to the other side, to the top there. You have to make sure that you're on the right side of the handle. I wanted to finish this one up because it was hard to explain it on the board, so that's why I see now it's good. I'm going to do 2 more rows, because when it starts stretching, I don't want it too big. I'm going to do 2 more rows because I need the end on this side. Okay. Now, that's the side I need to end on, and I look here and I see that I'm 1 row over from the yellow, so I want to make sure that when I connect it, I am 1 row from the yellow, which would be right here. And I just put my needle up through, I do it double just because I like the security. I pull it on through there so it's connected. And then I go back through this very first stitch and back through the very same holes to make sure that I get my single crochet there. My plastic. I'm going to try that again because I got caught. So I'm going to bring my plastic all the way through so I have my 2 stitches and I can single crochet that one. And then I'm going to go over here 1 more and single crochet the second one in there. And there's my 3rd one. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Pull it on through. And then I want to pull it from the back. I want to pull it from the underneath so that it holds down well. And I'm just going to work that into my piece like I did on the other ones. I'm just going to put it in and out of these holes here and hide the fact that it's the end of it. And there you have it. You have another finished bed for anybody that needs it. So I hope that you get a team together. If you need extra help, you can ask me for the name and the number of the lady that can help you out and do a class in your facility. But there you have it, and I hope you enjoyed this and that you can get a team together and you can make some yourself. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try some of the things that we've made, our crafts and our different crochet items. I hope you enjoy and that you will watch everything that we have online and wait for me and see what we do next month. Thank you.